Hey, Dr. Adam here, functional medicine doctor. Let's talk about the three ways to avoid fixing your energy. I'm gonna just tell you what not to do if you're tired and that happens in the morning or the afternoon or the evening or even all day. All right, what do most people do? What works, what doesn't work, and what should you just avoid doing? I mean, the most obvious one, you can probably guess what it is, caffeine. Okay, we shouldn't need caffeine to gain energy. And a lot of people think, oh, I'm a monster until I get my caffeine. It's like, yeah, well, because you haven't fixed the underlying cause as to why you have low energy in the first place, and your mood's irritable and you're depressed, right? You need that pick me up because you can't pick yourself up. That's a sign I invite you to consider. That could be a sign that something's off internally, physiologically. Your body's missing something that it needs. That's why it's not producing energy naturally. So question is, well, what is that thing? Hey, we're not here to tell you to talk about that. That's the last live stream. You can catch the recording. But essentially, there's hormones, nutrients, inflammatory markers, all things that can be off that aren't measured on your average doctor's testing, but as functional medicine doctors, we test for with every client. Okay, but you shouldn't need more stimulants, more caffeine. That's what we're saying here. Okay, and that could be energy drink, energy drinks. Some people seem to use that as a substitute for caffeine, thinking that it's healthier. Not that there's anything wrong with a Celsius, energy drink or coffee. There's a lot of health benefits to those things, especially coffee. But when we're overusing it and we're relying on it, we need it. That can be an issue. I don't want you to have to feel like you need anything: coffee, energy drinks, sugar. Okay, so let's go to the second one: sugar. Hey, sugar, yes, sugar gives you a quick burst of energy, quick pick me up. But if you're relying on that for a quick fix of energy, then by the same logic as caffeine, don't you feel like something's missing from your body? Something your body needs, but it's just not getting? Because your body wants to heal itself. Your body wants to produce energy naturally. If it's not, then what's missing? Or what obstacle is in the way that we need to remove? Or that could be viral infections, it could be mold, it could be a number of things. Also, what's going on, that we need to replace? What nutrient deficiencies are there? If you're not getting enough protein, enough good fats in every meal, enough variety of vegetables and colors, okay, that is going to be a challenge for you. Okay, so that's the second one, is sugars, right? Especially, not that all sugar is bad either, right? Whole food forms of sugar, like maple syrup, brown sugar, even, it's a little bit processed, but coconut sugar, those are, if you're going to use something, honey, if you're going to use a little bit of sugar, it's fine. It's no problem. If you're exercising, you're super active, right? Your body burns up those carbohydrates right away. It's not a problem for you. But not everybody does that. If that's not you, we don't need to give your body that easy extra energy. Okay? Sugars are like kindling on a fire. It's like newspaper. That energy just burns right up. Just burns right up. Now, protein and fats, on the other hand, like meats and nuts and olive oil, okay, those things burn more like the logs in your fire. Like a big fat log that once it gets going, it's going to burn for hours. That's the difference. So what's the last thing? If you're struggling with energy, someone who is, just not 10 out of 10. Well, there's a few things here, but one thing is just to rely on supplements. Relying on supplements to fix you. Because frankly, there's no substitute for optimizing your lifestyle and figuring out, first of all, physiologically, what blocks are there? What's inhibiting my body? What are the obstacles? On lab testing, you might be able to identify. Or just knowing that I need to eat healthier. I'm just not exercising. I'm not sleeping well. I'm not prioritizing all of these areas of my life. And if that makes you think, oh, well, it's just, you don't understand, Dr. Adam. It's hard. I'm busy. I'm busy. And most people just have it easy, right? Most people they're just laying around. They don't have anything to do. They don't have kids. They don't have jobs. They don't have any responsibilities. They have it easy, but not me. Not me. I'm special. Okay, so that sounds familiar. frankly, that's just not the case. Does that sound familiar? Let me know in the chat here. Does that sound familiar? Well, if you're honest with yourself, I think of it too. It's just I'm special, but really, it comes down to priorities. It comes down to priorities. Am I making this a priority or not? If you are, then and you have that willingness to commit to it, that willingness to make a commitment also means saying no to other things. It means saying no to watching Netflix. It means saying, that little spare time you have for yourself at the end of the night, instead of watching Netflix, plan your next day. Plan what the meals you're going to eat are going to be. Plan what time you're going to exercise, what kind of exercise you're going to do. And if something gets in the way, right, anticipate what obstacles might come up. My kids might run in the room and, X and Y and Z might ruin my plan to cook or to exercise. What am I going to do then? How am I going to pivot? Think of 1 or 2 plan Bs. Okay, so that we're not relying on excuses to help ourselves feel better when we don't do the things we know we need to do. All right, any other ideas here? Let me know. Curious. What do you think would help you to overcome any of these challenges? Do you even encounter any of these challenges? We talked about, let's review. What is caffeine and stimulants? Coffee, energy drinks, Monster, Celsius, Zip Zap Zadoo, whatever your favorite energy drink is. Second is sugar. Sugar gives you that quick high, and it's an addiction, literally an addiction. Your brain craves it. When you don't get it, you have withdrawal symptoms. You need it, right? You go out of your way to get it. You feel tired and moody and irritable. That's a sign of an addiction. It's also a sign that there's something deeper your body's missing. Okay, that's sugar. Third was what? What did we say third was? Just rely on quick fixes like supplements or coffee counts, right? Or a B12 injection, or peptides, or testosterone pellets. Anything that's just external that comes in a pill and a troche, whatever. Doesn't come from inside your body, and it's Mother Nature didn't intend for you to need that. Mother Nature intends for your body to produce energy naturally for you. Okay, so remember this, spread the message, remind yourself of this when times get tough, and message us here with any questions, right? Put comments down below, and we're here for you.